Okay, so in case you missed it, we did a part 1 of this video of the new Mitsubishi Outlander, but there was so much information that we split it into 2. This is part 2, where we picked up the family. We have ice cream in the vehicle, so it's going to be a good day. There's not going to be any whining or crying for at least 20 minutes so we can talk about this vehicle. So let's get started. So before we talk about what's driving this new Outlander, I just have to apologize just in case if I sound a little bit different. I'm not sure. I feel like my lip is way out to here. I just had a root canal at the dentist. Had an emergency root canal, so it was not planned. And we only have this vehicle just for today, so we have no other time that we can actually do a drive and record this. So we will be getting this back hopefully soon for a longer term, so we can actually test other things like fuel economy and what it's like to
the cotton candy part.
And we could even review some different flavors of ice cream like cotton candy back there. So anyways, hopefully that'll be soon. Make sure you stay tuned for that. So under this hood is a 2.5 liter 4-cylinder direct injected engine. It puts out 181 horsepower and 181 pound-feet of torque. And we mentioned in the previous video, this new Outlander shares the same platform as the brand new Nissan Rogue. And that also uses the same 2.5 liter, 181, 181 engine as well. And this is also matched to a CVT, a continuously variable transmission. And it has, they call it like an 8-gear or 8-step transmission. So it emulates a conventional automatic transmission. So you even have paddle shifters here. So if you want to simulate driving a manual, you kind of can. It actually works quite well, and it does a very good job. The advantage of this system, of course, once you get up to speed, it's very, very smooth, and it's really way better for fuel economy. One big difference between the previous Outlander and this one, though, is the previous did have 2 engine options. You could get a V6, and the advantage of that one opposed to this one is that if you want to tow anything, the V6 can actually tow up to 3,500 pounds, whereas this new 2.5 liter can tow 2,000 pounds, which should not make a huge difference to a lot of people because only about, well, actually less than 3% of Outlander owners actually even tow anything. So I think most people will be okay with this. If you aren't, then this is not going to be the right vehicle for you. Also, the PHEV will be coming for this vehicle. That is a really popular, hot seller, the Outlander PHEV. Right now, it's the current one. And for this new body style, you will see the PHEV next year in 2022, probably as a 23 model, maybe a late 22 model. One thing I didn't mention earlier on the other video, which to some is a big deal, is that this new one actually has, this has power seats and has a memory selector for 2 different drivers. And that's really handy when you have multiple people, like in our household, driving the same vehicle. So that is a nice addition. As for driving wise, this is so much different compared to the previous model, mainly due to this platform. It's so much stiffer. This vehicle is larger as well. It's lighter though, and it just has way better road manners. You really do feel a lot more. The steering is more precise. The brakes work very well for this size vehicle. All in all, it's a great drive, and the interior cabin noise is quite minimal. However, at low RPM, or when you're first starting out, this 2.5 liter can be a little bit buzzy. I don't know if that's mixed with the CVT or not. I'll give you an example here. We are just going to turn a corner here. Now, if I just... Of course, it doesn't do it now. When you're at super low RPM, when just right off the start, it can be just a tiny little bit buzzy. Super all-wheel control, which is Mitsubishi's all-wheel drive system, comes standard on all trim levels, regardless what you choose. And there is a clutch driven by electric motor that controls the center that can distribute power front and back. And this also has active yaw control. Yes, Brooklyn?
The GoPro just started recording by itself.
We have a Rogue GoPro starting recording by itself. Oh, look, it's going nuts. This one stopped now. Why? We are stopped at a light right now. We mentioned earlier this does have an electronic parking brake with auto hold. Hit that auto hold button, take my foot right off the brake. That's nice when you're in traffic. We are in traffic right now. So let's talk about the drive modes. There are 6 different drive modes now. You have Eco, you have Normal. Let's just go through them here. Tarmac, which sounds kind of odd, but that's your sport setting. Then you have Gravel for looser items, and Snow, and then Mud. So let's just try Tarmac out right now. We're not going to go too crazy though, okay? because they have tubs of ice cream back there. We do not want that flying around, that's for sure. Also, all Outlanders come with a slew of standard safety features. There's a huge list. I'm not going to list them all, but just a few would be a blind spot warning, lane departure warning, rear cross traffic alert, rear seat reminders. So if you leave someone in the back seat, those are just a few. So go to the Mitsubishi website to check out that entire list. You can also get on the higher trim levels, you can get adaptive cruise control, and they also have My Pilot Assist with Navi Link as well, and that's what this one is equipped with. So that is the top of the driving assistance features, and that will give you active stop and go. Let's say if you're in stop and go traffic. It can also use the navigation with your cruise control to control your speed as well. So lots of safety features and technology. And in case I didn't mention, if you haven't watched part 1, make sure click the link below in the description, or I'll leave one right here, okay, where we go in depth, do a complete walk around of this new Outlander, exterior, interior, the technologies. I even cram myself in that 3rd row, and it's actually not bad, spoiler alert, it's actually not bad at all. So make sure you check that out. Now, one great thing about the Mitsubishis are the warranty though. So you get 5, 10, and 5. So you get 5 years, basically bumper to bumper, 10 years drivetrain or 160,000 kilometers, and 5 years of roadside assistance. So it's similar to the Nissan, by the way. The Nissan is 160,000 kilometers as well, but it is only 5 years. So you get 5 extra years, same amount of kilometers, which is pretty good for people like us that don't drive that many K a year. So what does it cost to get into a new Outlander? Well, the base ES starts at just over $32,000. And I mentioned in the previous video that the one right above the base, which is the SE, is a really good value at $2,500 more, because you get things like wireless charging, tri-zone climate control, the panel roof, and the power liftgate, all for $2,500. And then this is the top trim, the GT, with the premium, and that will run you just over $42,000. All in all of them come with 7-passenger capability. All of them come with super all-wheel control. There is really an Outlander for everybody. Normally, I would ask Miss Cynthia here in the passenger seat if she could drive it and let me know her impressions, since she did drive the Rogue actually quite a bit, and I wanted to hear what she had to think, but we really don't have very much time with this vehicle. It really has to get back, and we will get it back soon for a longer term though, and we will do updates of fuel economy, how it handles, our family duties, and yeah, I think this could be a very good size vehicle for us. We don't normally carry people in the 3rd row anyways, but it's nice to have just in a pinch if you have to go and pick up that extra friend at soccer practice or dance recital or something like that. It is handy, so stay tuned. Hopefully we will get a longer term update on this new vehicle. So there's our quick look at the new Outlander Part 2. Once again, make sure to hit that link in the bottom for Part 1 for the complete walk around of this vehicle. And as I mentioned, we will be getting this back for a longer look at it, and we'll give you an update. Make sure to stay tuned for that. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, Cynthia, what can they do?
Hit the subscribe button.
Hit that subscribe button. Click that subscribe button. Okay, if you're not gonna do it for us, do it for the little kids in the back. Hope to see you on the next Everyday Reviews. Ciao.